Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Bill Burr infamous roast of Patrice O'Neal. Let's see what he has to say.
Our next guy coming to the stage, I guess you would call him Kathy Griffin without tits, Billy Burr.
Is this Patrice sitting here with his flip phone?
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Keep it going for Rich Boss, everybody. Come on, everybody. And for those of you who saw last comic standing, how about a round of applause for the official end of his fucking...
This is so, like, nostalgic, just the way this looks. First off, in Boston, which I have learned, thanks to you guys, that Bill Burr is from Boston. So this feels very like the beginning of his career. He literally looks like a college boy. Like, he doesn't even look like he's gotten his whistle wet in the industry yet. Patrice O'Neal is sitting back there looking like straight out of a LL Cool J P Diddy music video with the flip phone. Look at the big box silver TV back there. Like, this is so early on. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Bill Burr, like, in the beginning, in the underground comedy days where he was just like in comedy clubs. I'm so excited.
And for those of you who saw last comic standing, how about a round of applause for the official end of his fucking career? Come on, everybody. Mitch, that was the worst show I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe you said yes to that. Alba Bell turned down that show. Jesus, it's fucking unbelievable.
He's reading off a paper.
He's competing with open micers. You didn't even stand out. You should have looked like Christ. You didn't look like Christ. You didn't even look like a comedian. You look like a fucking landscaper who's just trying this out on a whim. But you're dumb. You deserve it. Look at Rich. Rich spent $3 grand on a watch and $8 on his teeth.
Oh my God.
Look at him. He looks like John Elway. A football player for 20 years. He's a decent line, right? Maybe if you didn't spit on somebody every 20 seconds, you get a deal, man. Look at that thing. That's not a bridge, it's a dam. All right, let's move on, because that's dying. All right, Vanessa Hollingshead is here, everybody. Vanessa, I've seen you for like the last 7 years. I got one question asked about your act. What the f are you talking about? No one cares about your stupid characters. Just talk about...
The fact that he's reading off this piece of paper that was clearly folded in his back pocket before he stepped onto the stage is so just indicative of how early on in his career this was. He's having to read jokes off of the paper. This is clearly a roast. He just let that guy in the chair have it so much that he got up and left. Like, at first he was laughing, and then by the end when he made the bridge joke, he was like, Baby Bill Burr? I have the honor of watching Baby Bill Burr. I feel like he's probably the funniest and most uninhibited he has ever been in these moments right here.
No one cares about your stupid characters. Just talk about your and get off the stage.
Lord.
I think it's a roast.
Is he talking to a woman?
All right, thank you. It's getting worse, people. I'm starting off with the cute ones. I just got back from the Mike Birbiglia's one-man show called An Evening with Todd Barry.
That one went over my head. I guess you had to be there. I guess you had to be there.
Thank you. Todd Barry, a little advice. Maybe if you brought the energy up just a little bit, you could get a food spot at the cellar. Oh, and speaking of the cellar, Manny and Esty just wrote a book called How Dare You Work Another Club? Keith Robinson wrote the foreword. I'm going to read some of it. No, master, I won't be working no other club. Bring it up, Modi, boss. Bring it up, Modi. Going up the stairs, boss. Coming up the stairs. Unbelievable. Keith Robinson sold his soul for free nachos.
Pat is behind him clutching his pearls. Look at Patrice O'Neal back there. I'm assuming that, I'm pretty sure, I could bet my last 5 cents that that is Patrice O'Neal clutching his pearls. I don't know who these people are that he's referring to because I was probably a wee little child when this came out. I get the controversy of what he just did, for sure. Caught that.
Unbelievable. Keith Robinson sold his soul for free nachos and buffalo wings. Just I tease the Comedy Cellar. I love the Comedy Cellar. You know what I love about the Comedy Cellar? I love the wide variety of acts that they have on their weekends. On Saturday, we have 4 wonderful shows. At 7 o'clock, we have Tom Papa, Greg Giraldo, Nick DiPaolo, and Connie Quinn. At 9 o'clock, we have Nick DiPaolo, Connie Quinn, Greg Giraldo, and Tom Papa. And at 11 o'clock, we have Nick DiPapa, Connie Giraldo, and Alan Hayden. Let me ask you a question. I got one question. Who the is Alan Havey? Every 6 weeks I get that. I thought they give you more spots, but Alan Havey is in town. Oh.
Do y'all see how huge he was standing behind Bill Burr? He looked like a carnivorous. He was huge. Like he was just gonna eat Bill. Dang, what's the height difference there? I mean, Bill is kind of hunched over, but that was like, I know y'all saw my eyes get all big because I'm like, what's happening? He just like grew so big. Can we get to the roast, Bill? I'm like welling up with joy because I can't wait for you to roast this man.
Let's clear the schedule. Alan Havey is in town. Jesus Christ, by any chance did you bring Mark Cohen with him? It's a roast, man. I'm letting it go. You like it? Bill, all right. This is still, we're at the halfway point. All right, I worked with the Sklar brothers recently. I got one question for the Sklar brothers. Do they both have to be up there? Is there any reason for both of them? Can't one of them just recite that awful material? Come on.
Oh, he's back.
Awful. Goddamn ugly. They're the answer to the question, what would happen if Jeff Ross Mel Brooks?
This feels like it's in someone's basement.
I was talking about the Sklar brothers. All right, Tom Papa, I don't know if he's here. Tom Papa has a new show coming out this fall. Evidently, it takes place inside of Jerry Seinfeld's. Only Adams lives in the prostate, and it's called Who Are These People Up My Ass? You guys all getting a guest star on it? You sellouts? Here's the deal.
Unhinged.
Where do we go from here? Couple more bridges. Colin Quinn is still here. God bless him. Colin, come on, round of applause for the one celebrity star tonight. God bless him. Colin, I just have...
Okay, I'm now seeing in the back that says NYC's Boston Comedy Club. So it's not in Boston. It only took me 5 minutes to really read the sign. This is in New York, and it's the Boston Comedy Club, which is on brand for Bill Burr, who is a Bostonite. What do you call people from Boston? Bostoners? Let me know in the comments. What do you call people from, like New Yorkers? Like, what do you call a person from Boston? When are we getting to Pat? Let's go.
One question for you. Why are you still fucking? You're at least twice as old as anybody here. No one cares about your take on the war in Iraq. And even if we did, we couldn't understand what the fuck you're saying. Mushmouth hack. If you're going to keep doing spots, at least take a fucking speech class.
Why is he doing
You got your own show. Why are you still here? What do you think? Tough crowd's like a stepping stone? You're 58 years old. This is it for you. It's not going any higher. Your brass ring was to get a time slot on a network that gives robots its own show.
What show is that he's referencing, y'all? It might be too young to be here, and I hate that. I love being in the older crowd and understanding the jokes and making fun of Gen Z, but I'm feeling like a true millennial right now because I don't. What show is he talking about with robots? I'm like, what show had robots? Let me know in the comments.
Its own show.
This is savage. You're watching savagery right now.
It's all right, people. Good joke. I go all the way out. All right, okay. Fuck, shut up. I got two more here. Just when I thought Marlon and Sean Wayans were the worst related black comics I ever saw, Tony and Sharon showed up. Oh my God, they're so fucking bad. I watched them. I wondered to myself, is Keith Robinson teaching a comedy class? Jesus, those guys stink. Tony Rock is the Frank Stallone of comedy.
Okay, I know who Tony Rock is. I don't know who his sibling is that he's talking about. I don't think Tony Rock is that funny. I love the Wayans brothers, though. I do love them. Their show still comes on TV, and if it's on, I'm watching it because I think they're hilarious. This is just, this is raw comedy before the, endorsements and the big deals and the big clubs or the big arenas. Like, this is where it all begins, and it's just, it feels like friends in a basement poking fun at each other, like just going real hard and no one is offended. Everyone's laughing. It's like the golden age, the good old days. Like, can't we all just get back to this? But I just can't get over the fact that this man is reading off of this folded up piece of paper. Like, Bill, you couldn't memorize this?
Tony Rock is the Frank Stallone of comedy. In 10 years, Chris is going to sell his act to Tony, and Tony's going to go on the road like Gallagher.
Chris Rock and Tony Rock. Wow. Do y'all love watching me make a fool of myself? Do you love listening to me say things and in your mind you're like, she's an idiot? Do you love it? I hope you do. I hope you're here to watch me look silly. Tony Rock and Chris Rock. And you know what? I did recently find out they were brothers after the whole Will Smith, Golden Globe, rhymes with flap situation. Because Tony Rock came out and like defended Chris Rock. And I do remember that. Now I know. I don't know why this took, it's early in the morning if you can't tell. My brain is still trying to wake up and process. Now I understand. And I'm going to stick with what I said. I still don't think Tony Rock is the funniest. Chris Rock obviously has a huge career. Tony Rock has a nice career too. But yeah. Also, this is legit a headboard back here that they have these drinks on. This is literally a headboard.
In 10 years, Chris is going to sell his act to Tony, and Tony's going to go on the road like Gallagher 2, except instead of smashing the watermelons, he's going to eat them. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, no.
All right, which brings me to this cover. Patrice O'Neal. What I've loved about him is he's fat and arrogant. It's the oddest combination I've ever seen in my life. Like, he refuses to do comic view. He actually feels that he's above it. I will not do comic view. Patrice, your whole act is perfect for that show. You do 11 minutes, you pretend to talk about Russia, and then you do 52 minutes of show. And you won't do comic view? I mean, Patrice, you're so comic. You got a deal for your own TV show. You blew all your money on a pinky ring, a used Cadillac, and football jerseys. And you won't do comic view, Patrice, you are comic view. Why didn't you at least get your teeth fixed? Patrice, you have the worst teeth in entertainment. None of them match. I worked in a dental office for 5 years. I've never seen anybody with a molar in the front.
A molar in the front? Oh, he's going in. Also, Patrice isn't wearing a football jersey on this day. He's wearing is that a Mets, New York Mets jersey? It's not a Yankees jersey. Is that a football jersey? No, that's a baseball jersey. Wow. I could never be a comedian. Certainly not in the underground circuit because they are ruthless. And he's just sitting there taking it. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Office for 5 years, I've never seen anybody with a molar in the front.
Did Bill Burr really work in the dentist's office? Inquiring minds want to know.
You have no business having a headshot. Howard Feller called. He wants his old teeth back. Look at the space between his front teeth. He looks like a fat 50 Cent.
He could be 50 Cent's uncle. That's true. That's true.
I'm just I gotta do a disclaimer. I'm getting the most groans here. Patrice is fat. Patrice has that awful fat person bad breath where you don't know if it's coming, the smell's coming from his mouth or one of the folds in his neck. Patrice's breath smells worse than Jim Norton's chest. I make fun of Patrice only because I'm jealous of his career. Seriously, he's doing great. He just booked the lead to the sequel to Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, and they just cut it off like that. They just cut it off like that. He just booked a lead to the sequel of Mighty Joe Young. Oh, Bill Burr was unhinged back then. Ruthless, savage. He left no one unscathed. Like, no one was untouched in that. Wow. Yeah, he went in. It was worth the wait for Patrice. For the last minute and a half he let him have it. And Patrice is a great sport. That's real comedy. That is where its birth is, like, in the basement. You don't have to worry about offending anyone and, you know, being canceled. It's a beautiful thing. I love that. All right, guys, please go have the day you deserve. Peace.